So y'all, this is like I don't even know what to call it. But y'all gonna hear my kids in the background again. Like I told y'all don't never know what to expect from me. It's gonna be real, raw, cut, whatever. So y'all gonna hear my babies in the background. It is what it is. But y'all, so on July 24th, because I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but my baby, my oldest, turned 6. And so many people was wishing him happy birthday. But to the ones that were also wishing me a happy birthday or just telling me how proud of me they were for how my son is, thank you. Like, I've been a mom for 6 years. Me and my husband has been parents for 6 years now. 6 years. And honestly, if I be real with y'all, did I ever expect to be a mama this early? No. But I always told myself when I was young, I would have a husband and 2 kids. I said a boy and a girl, but then I said, I want 4, so I want 2 of each. But I think God got me right here where I'm supposed to be at. But my oldest is 6, and I was in school with him, but I got to be with my son every single day, every minute for the first few years of his life. And then I was committed to school. Sorry, had to pause that because he was loud and screaming. But for his first few years, and with that, I just honestly, I taught him all that I could teach him. And then maybe at the age of 2, we realized that my son had a speech delay. And I was fussing with my Harper, and I was like, no, ain't nothing wrong with my baby. Although I knew I had speech issues when I was younger, and so did his dad. I'm like, girl, no, ain't nothing wrong with my baby, da, da, da. But then I had to step back and realize, like, it's okay. That doesn't mean that anything is wrong with him. It just generally means to get additional help. You know what I mean? And so he ended up going to a speech therapist that was great. She loved him. She helped him. And I just added on to that. And y'all, just to think back, y'all, I'm gonna go back a little bit. So look, y'all, I found out about Victor, Trey, when I was already 3 months pregnant. I remember getting sick at my grandma's birthday party, but I didn't know what was wrong with me. So I went back to my grandma's house, and I knew I was waiting for my cycle, but I seen like a little something, but it wasn't nothing, and I was on birth control. So I'm not thinking, people's already assuming it as is, but I'm like, nah, it can't be that. I'm on birth control, da da da. So November comes, still nothing. And then my Aunt Joy, she's my god aunt, but she said, oh, you got a heartbeat in your neck. I was like, excuse me, what is that? So I ended up going home to my now husband, and took a test. And when them 2 lines popped up, y'all, yeah, I bust out crying. Not because I was pregnant though, but because I was so afraid. But not because I was afraid, y'all, but genuinely because, well, it was more so I was scared I wasn't ready yet. I was scared that I wasn't going to be a good mom. Like, I was still in a phase of healing. I was still in a phase of brokenness. And I was just, y'all, I was so scared that my baby was going to hate me or not want to be around me. Like, I had a little brother, I had nephews and stuff, and I clinged to my babies. Those were my babies. But having my own scared me. But since the moment I found out I was pregnant with him and my husband, we worked hard to prepare for him. And even while in preparing, I still wasn't ready mentally, but I put in what my grandma put into me, what my family put into me, I took the knowledge and wisdom that I had, and I took it to raise my baby. And I remember telling my husband, he was like, oh, well, you'll have him over here, and I take him to my mom. And I was like, yeah, no. I don't know. This is going to always be a 2-parent household. Ain't no, oh, I'm going to see him on Monday. You going to see him, or I'm going to see him at 8 through 5, and you see him at, excuse me? No, that was never an option. And since day 1, we have always been underneath the same roof. And that is one thing that I can always thank God for. I still remember labor with him. one, I didn't know that the clothes wrapped around his neck until I got pregnant with my second baby. But I do remember them telling me that if I didn't push him out soon, that he won't gonna make it and I won't gonna make it. But God always got the final say. So me and my son is here today. I'm 26 and he is 6. But all I can say is I thank God for trusting me with one of his babies, because it's a great honor, and I'm more than grateful for this opportunity to be his mama. And y'all, if y'all could see my baby from when he was first born up until now, it's like he's such a smart, amazing, handsome little boy. And I get the privilege to say I'm his mama. I almost cried with him yesterday, but I was like, oh, I almost dropped my phone. But that's all I want to say, y'all. Well, I do want to add in this little snippet. No matter who you are or where you are, don't ever feel like you can't do it. And sometimes it do get hard. And I know y'all may be like, oh, well, you have a husband. My husband is a truck driver. Baby, hush, baby, hush. It was times where I felt like that single parent. It was times where I felt alone, especially when we relocated. It was getting hard, y'all. But I continue to trust God. I continue to stand up strong for my babies. Come here, butt. Come here. No, what I tell y'all, real raw. Okay. But I just wanted to encourage mamas out there, like, keep going with y'all babies. And if you ever feel like you alone or can't nobody see you, I see you, girl. I see you, mama. And I'm proud of you. You are doing the darn thing. And your baby's proud of you too. I promise you that. But anyway, anywho. Okay, so y'all, I wanted to add to this video. Like I told y'all, real raw. I can edit it and whatever, but it's still gonna be real raw me. Sorry, seen a message. But not to try to get me stuck, but like I was saying, to my beautiful, beautiful mothers out there, my video was just like a moment that I just felt like add to it, you know. Y'all hear my babies, but to mothers that have lost their babies, I'm sorry. I'm praying for you. I can't say I understand because I never felt that, but I know for a fact if I lost any one of my babies, I would probably be miserable. But I also would have to learn how to, you know, find God, find the strength in God to keep going every day. So I'm praying that God is giving y'all the strength to, you know, giving y'all the strength to get there, you know. And if y'all are out here trying and can't conceive right now, keep planting them seeds. Keep planting them seeds. You don't never know what God can give you, okay? You know, there's many people in the Bible that lost their babies and God gave them something in replace of it. So hold on, y'all. Siblings being siblings, y'all. But it was many times in the Bible when people were trying to conceive on their time. God make it happen when he want it done. Cause listen here, y'all. Cause once again, I wasn't trying to have Trey. I was not planning for him. I was at Pitt Community College. I had just got a car. I had I was working. I was trying to go to school to be a nurse. Yes. And when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, I was a little pissed, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little upset. To the person that knows why I corrected myself. But so the point I'm trying to make is I continue school though, y'all. I'm not a nurse today, but I continued on. I have 2 associates from Pitt Community College. I also tried a university, which was ECU University, but I had just had my second baby. I don't even know why I tried it, but I had that experience. I am now in school. I'm not gonna tell y'all where, But I am in school now, and I got both my babies. I'm still doing the thing, so that's my encouragement to y'all, to let y'all know you still can do the thing. So if you think about school, you can do it. But so, and then to the mothers that you feel like you're alone, we're here together. We are here together. We here together. You need somebody to talk to, we could talk. You just feel like you don't know what to do anymore, they're not listening. Let me tell you something. You can read a book. You can go this person, that person. Nobody has the same child. Y'all children might have similarities where they in their little terrible twos, or they only eating chicken nuggets, or they only doing this and that. But your child is still your child. Not the same. Not the same. So one thing that I have learned is that my babies, sorry, I got a message. My babies, the boys, the Hyper, and my oldest Victor, the one we were talking about, he made outfit. He like his mama. He like his daddy. He like both his papas. He like his grandma. He like his chick. He like everybody. But that's my baby. We may bump heads. Like, that's my twin. That's my twin for real. So we bump heads. But that's my baby. And ain't no replacing him. Can't nobody come in here and be like, oh, let me take him off your hands for a year. Who? Y'all better ask. Y'all better ask my mama. Y'all better ask Vic mama. Who? Take who, baby? Girl, I want for none of it. I want for none of it. But that does bring me to my other point. When you have a community, when you have that support system, tap into it. Because I thought I could do this without my support system. I'll call somebody up right now. Hey, I need a break. And if I don't speak on it, my husband will. Because I will keep going until I can't no more. Because that's the type of mama I am. But it's okay to pick up that phone before you have that breakdown. And nobody can tell you how long postpartum lasts. Because I didn't have postpartum with Victor. But I had postpartum with my second baby. And y'all listen. There was a season and there was a time where I was like, when will I get out of this? And I thought it was over with. But God brought me out and my support system did. And I regained. I found myself again. So thank God for that. But to the mamas out here, once again, I see you. I see you. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Even when they being bad, keep going. Remember when you was a child. Think back. When you was a child, were you being good? You weren't perfect. But all these babies want for real is love, attention, and to be seen. Like I said, attention, to be seen. So just give it to them, y'all. Give it to them. Like, my son might be little, but after I just laugh, like, look at me raising myself. But that's my baby. That's my babies, y'all. They're my babies. But I just wanted to say, mommies, we in this together. I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and it's very emotional because why y'all growing up? I just had y'all. Why y'all growing up? But nonetheless, I love you guys. Stay tuned for more from me. Stay tuned. Yeah, because I'm coming. Y'all see? Because I always say real raw, but then I be sitting down in my back with my background, well, my backdrop. But now y'all see me real raw, baby's in the background. I don't care no more. Like, it's me. And if you want to see me, you want to hear me, you're not gonna care. You're not gonna care. So here I am. But anyway, I didn't say this before, but because I didn't know I was gonna make this a YouTube video. But hit like, comment, and subscribe. Send this to other mamas. Don't y'all be acting fun, y'all. But anyway, I love you guys. Stay beautifully graced. Until next time.